Now, according to reports, the State of Israel, through its Egyptian mediators, has given Hamas an updated ceasefire deal proposal. So this is a deal that the Israelis are now putting forth. And this updated proposal involves the release of the remaining 100 Israeli hostages who are currently in the custody of Hamas. And this has come after the Israeli military announced that they have recovered the body of a hostage from the Gaza Strip. According to reports, the new proposal offers a ceasefire that could last anywhere from 42 to 60 days. Now, the proposal has said that during this period, Hamas will release the female hostages, the male hostages who are 50 years and more, and hostages who are in critical medical condition. Israel, which initially demanded the release of 33 individuals in these groups, has adjusted its expectations, citing assessments that some hostages may no longer be alive. Notably, the proposal maintains Israel's readiness to release hundreds of Palestinian prisoners, including those who are serving life sentences, in exchange. It's also been learned that the key points of the new proposal were finalized during a meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu. The meeting also involved senior ministers and several security chiefs, and these points were passed to the Egyptian intelligence, who then presented this deal to the Hamas representatives in Cairo. The new proposal comes as the IDF has said that a special operation that it brought back the body of this individual you're seeing on your screens, Itai Swirsky. He was not brought back alive, he was brought back dead. And the IDF said that he was taken hostage on the 7th of October last year, and then he died in Hamas's captivity because of this relentless campaign of bombings that the Israelis had unleashed. Now, the IDF has also shared investigation findings of the deaths of at least about 6 more hostages in February. Their deaths have been linked to an Israeli bombing of a tunnel in Khan Yunis. That is to say, an Israeli bomb ended up killing these Israeli hostages in the Gaza Strip. The 6 bodies were recovered in August, sparking anger amongst their family members who asked for answers regarding the circumstances of their deaths. Now, the IDF spokesperson has said that according to them, the most likely possibility is that the terrorists murdered the hostages.
The inquiry investigated the reasons behind the death of the hostages and raised a number of possibilities. The possibility we think is the likeliest is that due to the strike, the terrorists murdered the hostages and the terrorists themselves were killed as a result of the IDF strike.
Meanwhile, Amnesty International has said that Israel's war against Hamas in the Gaza Strip constitutes the crime of genocide under international law. A report examining events in Gaza between October 2023 to July 2024 found that Israel had brazenly and continuously and with total impunity unleashed hell on the Strip's 2.4 million strong population. It also noted that the crimes of atrocities against the Israelis by Hamas on the 7th of October 2023, which triggered the war, do not justify the genocide that Israel has carried out on the Palestinian people. Now, the Amnesty report has come at a time when the Palestinians were seen fleeing from Beit Lahia again, following an evacuation order that was barked out by Israel. Now, the Palestinians in at least about 3 refugee towns of the Jabalia refugee camp, Beit Lahia and Beit Hanun, said that the Israeli forces had blown up dozens of homes. The Palestinians say that the Israeli army is trying to drive every single Palestinian out of the northern part of the Gaza Strip with forced evacuations and bombardment to create what Israel claims is a buffer zone where settlements could come about. So as thousands of Palestinians have fled from the north, the Israeli bombardment continued in the southern part of Gaza as well. The Palestinian officials have said that at least about 21 Palestinians have been killed in a bombing of a refugee camp in Khan Yunis, and dozens more were injured. Now, the earlier air attacks on central Gaza killed about 8 Palestinians, including 4 children in the refugee camp. The new Israeli Defense Minister, Israel Katz, has said that Israel has pressurized Hamas to the extent that a hostage deal is now a possibility.
I think that thanks to the intense activity, of which you are a central part, both the deterrence of Iran and what is happening in Lebanon and everywhere, the intensity of the pressure on this monstrous organization called Hamas is increasing, and there is a chance that this time we will really be able to advance a hostage deal, and we are working on this matter and see this goal before our eyes.
And WION's correspondent from the State of Israel, Jody Cohen, has sent us this report from Ra'anana in Israel. Listen in.
IDF soldiers recovered the body of slain hostage Itai Svirsky, who was being held captive in Gaza. Prime Minister Netanyahu offered his condolences to Itai's family and pledged to continue working to return the remaining 100 hostages. Now, 7 of the hostages are American citizens, and President-elect Trump has nominated Adam Berler, who helped negotiate the Abraham Accords, to be America's special envoy for hostages. And after warning Hamas that there would be hell to pay if all the hostages are not returned by inauguration, there appears to be some movement in the talks. Trump nominees have been meeting with Qatari and Israeli leaders, and an Israeli delegation will reportedly travel to Egypt to discuss a new proposal. This is Jody Cohen for WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.